Mopar Brake Expert. Today we're going to talk briefly about the correct disc brake swap for Mopars, but really this short little class is going to be designed specifically for A-body guys 65 through 72 because they have to do one extra step. This has always been true up until approximately about 2 years ago. The correct way to put disc brakes on a 62 and up A-body or B-body for that matter is to the 1973 to 1976 factory A-body parts bolt directly up with absolutely no problems from the spindles out. This was a sliding caliper design that came out in 1973 for a lot of manufacturers. It's a very simple design. You have the spindles, the caliper brackets, the calipers, the hoses, and the hardware. Of course, my kits include everything all the way down to the very last cotter pin. People ask me, does it have the pads? Yes, it has the pads, the hoses, and everything. We are big on 100%. Everything that we ship out matches the factory parts manual specifically. If you're missing a part, you've probably lost it. Once again, this is a direct bolt up with absolutely no issues except for the A bodies. The B and E bodies and everybody else used a bigger ball joint. It fits the spindle right here. B and E body A-arm. It fits the spindle. The A body 65 through 1972 used a smaller ball joint. So when you take out your spindles, your drum brake spindles, and set them aside, voila, you've got this problem. Little bitty spindle on the ball joint. See how loose that is? Up until 2 years ago, you only had two choices. Number one, you had to locate some 73 to 76 A-arms off of an A-body. In 73, they started using the bigger ball joint just like all the other cars had done forever. Once again, the A-body was what you'd call the little bastard there. So you had to dig these up from the internet or wrecking yard, replace all the bushings, get these ball joints put in, and that's an added expense, do the alignment and all that nonsense. Took a lot of lead work and a little bit of cash. The other way, of course, was to go to the aftermarket. There's 4 or 5 different manufacturers in the world. You know, they weld up those pretty A-arms, TIG welded, some are chrome moly, some are stainless steel, blah, blah, blah. No matter which way you went, you know, it's going to set you back another $350 besides the kit, wherever it came from. Wrecking yard, new from me. That's just a fact. You had to spend another $350. Now, spindle sleeves, the idea and the engineering has been used for a long time, so you could use different size bearing rotors on the same size spindle. What we did was we engineered and took that a step further for the ball joints. Voila, you're looking at one spindle sleeve for the ball joint. This is a special steel. It has just the right hardness so that it crushes between this drop forged spindle and these super hard stems of the ball nut. Crush sleeves by definition. So, voila. A-body ball joint. Crush sleeve. Slide it on. Torque it down. Wow. It works. Saves a whole lot of money. Saves a whole lot of effort, and very, very simple to do. Once you torque that bad boy down, it's stuck. It's just like these. These we torque down. They have the spindle sleeves on there. I tried for about 15 minutes before the video to try to get these things off. They are locked on. So, we have a simple solution. So, all you have to do is take your kit. You don't have to change the A-arms. Like I said, 350, the alignment, all that hassle. So, voila. Bolt on 1976 A-body components. That's what we made a number of years ago from the drop forged spindles out. Why do I keep saying 1976, although 73 through 76 will fit up and bolt up perfectly? The reason is because Ma Mopar in 1976, they finally went to the full-size piston, the 2.75-inch piston. They had been using this since 1969 on the Imperials, the C bodies, the E bodies, the B bodies, and everywhere. The 73, 74, and 75 sliding caliper had a 2.6-inch piston in there. So if you got a selection of parts, you might as well go with the most powerful caliper. And that's why we chose to make the 1976 A-body Dart and Duster components from the spindles out. Now, we didn't make the rotors. That would be stupid. We already spent a whole bunch of money here, and I don't know why these other people sell these Chinese rotors from the internet and all this, blah, blah, blah. Wheels won't fit. It's your responsibility. And you pull these things out of the box, and it looks like they were cast, I don't know, in the backyard in Louisiana or something. Some of them are really rough. You can go to any auto parts store since 1973 in the United States, probably the globe, and you can buy rotors for an A-body. It's just a fact. Some of them are going to have some low-end Centrics or Prontos. Some of them carry some Wagners and some Raybestos still to this day. Those are name brand rotors. Typically when you walk in your auto parts store, they'll range from about $45 to about $65 for some Wagners. Number one, when you walk into Napa or O'Reilly, you know that you're going to get quality rotors or they'd be shut down from lawsuits. Number two, they're going to be balanced. They're going to be within specifications. Number three, you're going to know what you bolted on your car. And number four, you're not going to pay a fortune to have some junk Chinese rotor shipped to you when you can run on down to any auto parts store down the street and buy them. So, purchase the kit with the spindle sleeves, you're ready to go. Run on down to your local auto parts store, tell them that you need rotors for a 1976 Dart or Duster, and look on the screen, and last thing is, you get to pick which ones you want to run, whether you're going to run cheap ones or more expensive ones. The other thing is, you know for a fact that your wheels are going to fit. Napa's not going to sell any rotors to anybody where the wheels won't fit. And of course, this was all designed for a 14-inch wheel, so 14-inch wheels work. That's the thing about staying with factory parts. Factory parts look like, they work right, and they fit right. I don't understand all these people selling these disc brake kits, got this junk hodgepodge thrown together, 15-inch wheels. We don't know if your wheels are fit. Wheels are your own responsibility. I think some of them say, and if I'm buying a kit, some clown tells me I don't know if your wheels will fit. Well, what else do they not know? The other option we have is for the guys, with the big block cars, recall wheels, convertible cars. We have some clients that are not going to change their bolt pattern for anything. These rotors from the auto parts store are going to be the 4.5-inch bolt pattern like most people want. That's 99% of all A-body owners. They're trying to get to the large bolt pattern because there's only 3 wheels on the world made in the small bolt pattern. The factory Steelies, Krager still makes those SSTs that we grew up with, and Year One makes a rally wheel that I believe that fits on there. For an added cost, here's what we will do for people. Makes it real simple for the people that have to maintain a 4-inch pattern for whatever reason. We take off-the-shelf rotors. It requires quite a bit of machine work. It's just a pass-through. What we do is we take off-the-shelf rotors from the auto parts store. We re-drill them for a 4-inch pattern. We install the correct 7/16 lugs in here to fit the wheel. The last thing that has to be done on the lathe is turning these down. The hub register on an A-body is one of the smallest that ever was. That has to fit inside your factory wheel. If you'll notice the difference between this hub register and this one right here. These rotors are approximately ready to go, all new and ready to go. It's $295 for the pair. Trust me, it's a few hours of machine work. We've got to purchase the rotors, and then we've got quite a bit of machine work time, mill time doing this, and lathe time on that. Tobin does for me. So, voila, my friends, that's basically the synopsis on 65 to 72 A-bodies. Wayne at theramman.com. You can email me. I love it when people call me. We get business done fast, get your answers answered quickly, and drive on. 817-691-5996. And of course, I have a few little items on the website, theramman.com, which you can Google. And you can just Google the Ram Man in general, and you'll probably find a whole bunch of information, including my YouTube videos on YouTube. All right, friends, I'm going to close it down there. And once again, I am the only provider on this planet that you do not have to change the arms to do a disc brake swap on a 65 to 72, well, actually 62 to 72 A-bodies, if you want to know the truth. Hope you had a good day. Hope this was informative. Glad to help you out. That's what I'm here for. Educator first, Mopar guy second, and brake guy third. Thank you. God bless. Bye.